CIA made secret deal with major Trump enemy. Christian News alerts. The left-wing publication, The Atlantic, recently reported on the CIA and their new deal with an enemy of President Trump. This deal has been years in the making. Our intelligence community is receiving a $600 million cloud-based computing system by the end of this summer. According to The Atlantic, this new system was developed by Amazon Web Services specifically for the CIA. By the end of this year, we will see the new system in place across all 17 intelligence agencies. The underlying problem here is that the founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, completed his deal with the CIA in 2013, the same year he purchased the Washington Post. Business Insider reports that Bezos bought the Washington Post for a staggering $250 million back in 2013. On its face, there seems to be nothing wrong. However, consider the way that the Washington Post has attacked President Trump and anyone close to him. In an effort to expose the Washington Post's clear bias, here are the search results for the Washington Post Trump. There are headlines such as "Trump revealed," "Under Trump's new immigration rule, his own grandfather likely would have gotten in," "Trump admits he punked his supporters on Mexico," and the list of blatant propaganda goes on and on. The ones mentioned here are only from the first page. When inflammatory article after inflammatory article shows up in search results, it is difficult to ignore the bias set forth by the news publication. What is so troubling is the way that the deal came to be between the CIA and Amazon. Initially, there was a battle between tech giant IBM and Amazon over who would design the cloud-based system for the CIA. Amazon outbid IBM on this deal by a $54 million margin, according to Cruxial Chayo. IBM is still involved with the government market, but their influence has dropped drastically. Big Blue, quote, announced that it now has a 5-year contract worth $30 million with the U.S. General Services Administration. However, that is nothing compared to the influence that Amazon is going to have over our most sensitive information. Amazon's deal for the cloud-based system cost a cool $600 million. The situation between the media and President Trump is going to get interesting. There is a clear conflict of interest between the people who are going to be holding top secret files and the Washington Post's skewed view of our president. We have our reservations on whether or not the Washington Post can be held accountable when they are getting large sums of money and information from the United States government. If there is information leaked from the CIA to the Post, the connection is going to be all too evident. It is worth noting who is developing our government systems on a regular basis. Bias needs to be removed from this position because it is only going to create problems. Democrats seem to have no issue attacking the president or anyone who is even mildly content with his progress up to this point. If we as a nation are not aware of the potential bias, we are going to be taking a big step backward. Yes, this is frightening. They're getting everything in place where the big corporations, you'll only be able to buy through them. They are going to control the markets, in other words. I say do away with Amazon. First of all, it made a secret deal with the CIA. What else do we need to know? Who is the CIA? Who is the CIA working for? Are they working for the American